Hello, VIPs. This is our energetic month. February is not just for the idea of love, even though Valentine's Day is such a wonderful experience for all of us to write ourselves a love note, take a tubby with lots of bubbles, drink a bottle of champagne with friends, eat chocolates, all of the wonderful things that love can bring. Obviously with yourself and with a partner. If you don't have a partner, well, there's always cats. So, in today's video, I'm going to give you some tips and hints for better energy, for finding yourself in a better energetic mood. And I want you to take these tips and use them and then report back. Maybe you try one or two of them, and maybe you agree with some, maybe you disagree with some, maybe you have your own ideas that are not in today's list, and you want to share them with the group. So that's, again, the importance of the VIP experience is not just to take the tips and the monthly empowerment sessions and go away with them and be gone. It's to actually do the work and to come together and unite with one another and to share. The more that we participate, the more energy that you put in, the more energy you'll get out of it, right? So I'm going to give you my list for changing your energetic levels. If you feel tired, if you feel fatigued, if you feel a little stressed or just down, these are some tips from me. The first one is to control your stress levels. And you're probably thinking, all right, Elizabeth, yeah, right. You know, my bills just came in, or this just happened, this fire just happened at work, or, you know, my boyfriend just cheated on me, I just broke up with my boyfriend, you know, my business is falling apart, the United States is closed, or Bermuda is closed, you know, there are so many, or Canada, there are so many elements of stress that lead to a deterioration in our energy levels. And when I say controlling your stress level, it's as simple as coming up with a plan, right? When you feel yourself get stressed, this is why, again, I wrote the book, Lead by Example, and a lot of it has to do with the body. It's not just a mindset game, it's also just to pay attention of the ontology and the physiology of the body, knowing the power of the nervous system and the circulatory system and the cardiovascular system, which are the same thing. You know, the respiratory system, all of these systems of the body that are in charge of the way that we feel with our hormones and everything that's going on inside of us, our cells, they react to stress and they constrict the heart. And over time, that creates a deterioration. It allows disease and things like that. So controlling your stress level is maybe as simple as coming up with a plan. When you listen to the body and you know you're going to be pissed off or stressed, or you go into that cycling cyclone, like Tasmanian devil, like, you know, come up with a plan. What are you going to do when you feel your body ontologically respond to stress? Are you going to hop into that cyclone and just fly with it? Are you going to call a friend? Are you going to take a walk? Are you going to have a cup of tea? Are you going to have water with lemon? Are you going to take 10 deep breaths? Are you going to just hop in the shower and scream or listen to music in the shower? It's like my new thing. I have Spotify for my yoga classes, and I've been listening to music in the shower, and it's really freaking awesome. Like, hello, like, why did I not do this before? I can, like, sing and just appreciate. My mind goes crazy. So again, controlling your stress level is a wonderful way, and the tactical response to that is coming up with a plan. When I feel stress, I'm going to ABCD. Choose one. Another way to change your energy levels is to lighten your load. Lighten your load. We're all here because we are super achievers. We're not satisfied with the status quo. We want to be better both on the inside and the outside, in our business, in our personal life, and in our loving relationships, in our friendships. We just want to make ourselves more whole, which is why we're encountering this VIP experience together. So lightening our load is as simple as putting up boundaries and giving yourself time to say no, giving yourself time to distress, giving yourself time to just, and not putting too much stress on yourself to have to do all of these things. For those of you with kids, for those of you with businesses, I know Stephen has a business with lots of employees. I know that Valley is just starting a new business. I know that Olena is just moving on to a new business. And there's so many of us that have all of these different tactical things that we need to get done. And we have our lists and we have our to-do lists. But one of the greatest ways in which you can just change your energy is to realize that you're not Superman. Superman is a comic book character. He's not coming to save you. You are responsible for saving yourself. So lighten your load. The third one is sleep. Sleep. You know, I'm probably I'm kind of nerdy. I like to go to bed at sometimes at like 8:30 at night or 9 o'clock. I've been putting the Alexa on so that she plays meditation music for 45 minutes and I pass out. I get up at 5 sometimes to write, so I really like to go to bed early. So the more that you can just kind of sleep, if you're a super achiever in this group and you feel like, oh, you don't like to take a nap during the day, during the weekends, I think it's really important for you to start just redefining who gave you that stereotype, and is that a societal thing? Like, oh, if you take a nap, you're lazy. Eat some popcorn, eat some ice cream, snuggle up on the couch, get a new blanket off of the internet, send it over to your house, and just find a new way. Get some fuzzy socks and just take some naps. It'll really help with your energy, because when you wake up from a deep sleep, when you wake up in the weekends, now I'm not a napper, but when I take naps and I wake up, I feel like I've been sleeping forever, and it's only been like 20 minutes or like 45 minutes. I'm like, wow, that was awesome. Another thing to do, especially for adults in our 40s through our 60s, right? We must keep that fire lit inside of us. Finding our passions and new hobbies at an older, wiser age is really, really, really beautiful, and it can bring a nice new energy into your life. Like, the key word there is new, right? We want to keep continuously filling that space, that wholeness up with something new and fresh, so that we feel refreshed, right? So if you want to take up fencing or jiu-jitsu or yoga, and start to take some of my classes, if you want to take up painting or drawing or writing, I mean, the internet is filled with all of these cool things. I mean, I have some of those coloring books where you just color with just to color. I drew all of the, I'm not going to tell you what they are, all of the designs in my upcoming book, Lead by Example. So again, just take up a hobby, learn how to cook. I make bread. I have the recipe for my bread in Heaven on 11. Do something different. Again, changing it up with your talents and passions. You don't have to play a sonatina on the piano in like a month. You know, you don't have to go crazy. But just try something new and create a new hobby, because chances are it'll change your energy level so that you feel good, right? You can set an alarm for yourself to sleep and wake up at a certain time, but chances are, and studies have shown, that when you wake up passionate about something that you're going to do that's going to fascinate you and fuel your life, you probably don't need that alarm, because your internal system is like, boom, get up and go do that. It's going to be fun today. So get some new passions in. Another thing is nutrition. I take a protein shake every day, make a juice every day with ginger, tangerine, apple, celery, beet, and carrot. Every single day I do that, and it makes me feel good. I get my fruits and veggies in, and nutrition is such a really great thing. Moderation is wonderful. I like to eat pasta. I can choose gluten-free always so that I don't feel puffy. I don't have a gluten allergy, but I just like to choose different things. So just take a look at your diet and what you're putting into your body, because it does have an effect on your energy levels. Take a time out. We often use the word time out with kids. No, I don't have kids. I have cats. But I have nieces and nephews, and my friends have children. we often associate the idea of taking a time out with kids. But I say for adults too. I take many timeouts during the day. I go on TikTok and I have a blast. Like, I love TikTok, and many of you who I send TikToks to, thank you for receiving them. I take a break and I clean. I take time outs to just flatten the curve, and then come back up, rise again. So that's a great way to just change your energy from work or just stagnancy into just like a piano sonatina. I have a piano right next to me. My piano is there. Like you go in the crescendo and the decrescendo. It's like having that beautiful motion and movement of up and down, so you're not like flatlining, right? Yoga and exercise. I'm a yoga teacher. I'm going to be offering some great yoga classes this year. I'm going to be putting them on the calendar weekly and offering packages. And I think that yoga, exercise, cardiovascular exercises, at least getting that in 3 to 4 times a week, not pushing yourself too hard, it'll really get your energy going, and you'll just feel better. Breath work. Most of us, again, in the next book, Lead by Example, I talk a lot about the internal systems of the body, breathing. And I give you a meditation every single month because it's so powerful for us to breathe. Bringing spirituality into the mindset of business or life is so important. And studies have shown there are so many increases in positivity and mindset and just energy of the heart and the mind when you breathe deeper. If you can learn how to breathe through the diaphragm and the belly and not just the shoulders and the upper part of the chest, you're really getting in the nutrients and fulfilling the cells in a way that calm the parasympathetic nervous system, and you can feel it. When you take 10 deep breaths, your shoulders feel like a mile away from your ears, and that really, really does help. Another way to change your energy is to look better, look more handsome, more pretty. How do we do that? Well, we take care of our teeth. We whiten our teeth. We get new makeup. We do our hair. We get a new scarf. We get a facial. There's a lot to be said because we're all on Zooms now. We're all on Zoom. For many of us that are in meetings, we're looking at each other through this camera. So not in normal life, in normal situations, in our 9-to-5 business jobs, we're looking at other people. But in Zoom, we're continuously looking at ourselves. So I encourage you to look the part so that you feel better. It'll give you a jolt in energy to be like, well, I look good. Get a pretty light. I have that light that lights me up because, I don't have a studio in my apartment. So the lighting comes in from the window right here, but I don't have perfect lighting in here. So looking lit up is going to boost your energy as well. Music is another way to boost your energy. I give you guys a playlist every month, and I'll play songs of the day or the week within our theme to energize you. But you can use that playlist. You can use it to walk around and take time outs. You can use that playlist and just use music so much more. Come on. Essential oils are kind of cool. Valley in our group is an aromatherapist. She has years of experience, and she owned Essence of Valley, which is one of the most world-renowned companies for essential oils. Now, she passed the torch, but she's still very close to the people that now own her old company, and she's coming out with a new essential oil perfume, which we're launching in February, which will be really, really beautiful for those of you who are interested. But having essential oils, like I have lavender here on my desk. I wear ginger every day. Sometimes I put ginger on my face. I use frankincense on my face to smell good, that healing oil. And if you don't like essential oils, that's fine too. Scent is really, really good for that. Sex is good too. If you want to boost your energy, have better sex. And if you don't have a partner, there's other ways to do it too. And, especially in our older age, we don't have to be, not partaking in the fun things that we used to do in our 20s and 30s. We can still kind of, get on that horse. That was a pun intended. Another way to kind of boost your energy in a mindset way is to have like little symbols on your desk and around your bedside. So I have salt rock in my house. It's really good for ionized energy, but I have rocks everywhere. This one says just breathe. I have an angel rock here. I have rocks everywhere. So sometimes I could just carry a rock. Again, it just makes me feel good that I know that the tourmaline is charging me up, or the cat's eye, not in the cat that's like sitting right here. Come on, Peachy. She's in our toy box. There are rocks that we can use to boost our energy in a mindset way and a spiritual way. And then the other thing to do, in the last but not least, is to just start something new. I know that I said hobbies and interests earlier, but it doesn't have to be a hobby or an interest. You could just start something new. You can start a podcast. You could write a book. I work with a lot of people in their second half of life to write books and start podcasts and do brands. And I'm a business entrepreneur. I have a beanbag on my injury. It's underneath the scarf. Start something new for yourself, whatever that may be. It could mean that every Thursday you're going to take a bubble bath with a glass of red wine. It could be as easy as on Monday mornings you're going to wake up with yoga class with me, and Friday mornings you're going to do a meditation with me. I'm saying that because I'm adding that to my schedule. But again, just little things. You can start journaling. You can start reading new books, watching a new series. Again, starting something new is really good for your energy. So those are my tips. Or even I'll just add one more. I love taking care of plants. Now, there's one that's just not doing so good, and I keep putting apple cider vinegar on it. But being able to keep my plants fresh and flourishing, and I call them my little babies, it's a really fun hobby for me. So plants around the house are wonderful. You can go get one at your local store, and it can make a really nice difference in the house to just make you feel better, like you're taking care of something, especially if you don't have an animal. And if you don't have an animal, a good thing for energy is getting a cat. So that's my energetic list for this month. I hope you enjoyed it. The VIP group is there for you to share your top tips for energy. Write to me anytime. Share with me what you liked about this video and this talk, and share with the group too, because it's really powerful. We're here to learn from one another, and we are, as the messenger mindset from Lead by Example says, we are all messengers from one another. And also in Lead by Example, we are teachers and students for one another. And the more that we can share privately in this group with our open feelings and vulnerability, our woes and our challenges, as well as our goals and achievements, it's really a boost to say, well, if she could do it, I can do it too. And hey, I don't feel alone. If she's going through that sadness with me, I can connect with her. So use the group wisely. I love you, and keep that energy up.